If there's anything I've learned from making these reaction videos is that you all love stories relating to hair drama. A bad hairstylist, a bad haircut, a bad dye job. You just love it. So we have two stories today. One is a story time from Dominique that went viral, and the other is a completely random drama clip with no part twos or anything. But apparently it's crazy. So we'll have a look at that too. Let's have a look at our first.
So story time. I got fired today. This is new territory for me because I've never been fired from a job ever. But yeah, I got fired today. I was working at a salon in New York. Our first client of the fucking day comes in and everything was peachy. Everything was great. None of us caught traffic on the way in. It was fantastic. Everything's great. They were talking about the Knicks. Cool. Go Knicks. We up. Champs is here. Cool, cool, cool. Everything's fine. Somehow, somewhere, some way, the conversation takes the hardest left I've ever seen. Okay? Takes a fucking left, and now we're talking shit about immigrants. We're talking shit about Palestinians. The word disgusting is being thrown around, like hard ass left. Okay? The conversation is maybe going to take a turn because to something more positive. Because keep in mind, the person that is doing her hair, not from this country. The people that own the fucking salon that she's talking cash shit in, also not from this country. So, the conversation just keeps getting fucking worse. And me being me, you're never going to get me to shut the fuck up. You're never going to get me to shut the fuck up. And if there's a bully in the vicinity, they have to deal with me. And I don't want to fucking hear this shit no more. So I walk over and I'm like, hey, could we maybe change the subject? Like, just maybe talk about something else? What?
Listen, if you're not at work, you can say whatever you want. But like Dominique has done here, if you're at work, you can go over and be like, respectfully, can we keep it down? Because your opinions are, one, not correct, but also there are other people around. So let's...
I said, could we maybe change the subject? Like, I find your conversation offensive. Could we maybe just change the subject? I don't care. I can talk to my stylist about whatever I want. You're all the way over there. I don't care. I said, well, then you're disgusting because you should care about how your words affect other people.
Yeah.
And I walked the fuck away. Now, she's still talking cash shit. I don't know what about me made her think that I gave a fuck, but I don't. However, the conversation was changed because now she's talking shit about me, which I don't give a fuck. But now, the person that's doing her hair can just listen to that instead of her listening to her talk shit about her and possibly her family and anybody that she fucking cares about. So cool. I ended up having to walk past them again. And she's like, there's a lot of people that feel like me. And they come here. So you better watch your back. Watch my back for
your
what?
back. This is where she says she got fired at the beginning, right? This is where the manager should come in and be like, listen, you have just technically threatened one of my staff, who makes me money, by the way, who has made me money. You're one custom, give a fuck. You threatened my staff. One, you're racist and nasty and gross. You threatened my staff members. And you kept going on and on and on. You're making other people feel uncomfortable, maybe. What if there were other clients that also felt like Dominique and you made them feel uncomfortable? You can't come back. You can never come back. You don't fire someone.
And your friends can get fucking dragged. Really did. I'm not upset. So I continue to let her talk shit. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like I said what the fuck I said. You're disgusting. So whatever you have to say means nothing to me. She comes to check out. I'm going to be having a very private conversation with the owners. And I don't care. Why? Because I do it again, and I do it again, ho.
Yeah, good for you.
Again, I don't know what about me made you think that I gave a fuck, but I don't. You're disgusting. So she's like, you're a dum-dum. I'm the dum-dum, and you clearly have not made it past 5th grade. Because that...
Yeah, anyone that says dum-dum as an insult, whether they're trying to be, like, held back or not, is a fucking idiot.
That's all that you could come up with, was dum-dum. Anyway, so she finally is done doing her best Karen that I've seen in a long-ass time. And I go to the back, I check on the stylist. I'm like, "Hey, you okay?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm okay. I appreciate you, sticking up for me. I don't know what to say in those situations." English is not her first language, and she's also very timid. And that's no offense to her. It's just not who she is to stick up for herself.
Yeah.
Me, however, oh, I'm going to stand 10 toes. I'm going to stand 10 toes. I'm going to stand 10 toes. If there's a bully in the vicinity, they have to deal with me. She's like, "Thank you for sticking up for me, blah, 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 blah." I get a phone call at the end of the day, about 5 minutes before it's time for me to clock out. And it's, "Hey, I'm so sorry to do this, but I can't have this in my salon."
Hmm?
You can't have what in your salon, Buki?
Yeah, what part can
Somebody
you not
that's
have in
willing
your
to stick
salon?
up for not only you, but for the people that work for you, the people that visit your establishment, and making sure that inappropriate conversations are not being had in your salon. You can't have that in your salon? Yeah, you're probably right. This is not the place for me, because if
Yeah,
put in that
that's
situation
it.
again, I do it again, I do it again, I do it again. Because I don't.
And listen, I always feel like to an extent the manager should be sticking up for their staff. I know it's a business and you need that custom and all this kind of stuff, but there's a certain caliber of customer you don't really want. And whether your beliefs are your beliefs, whatever they are, it is very strange and socially inept to walk into a salon where you don't know everyone who works there and loudly talk about your opinions like everyone wants to hear. That's the kind of caliber you also don't want in your
Don't give a
business.
fuck what racial group she was talking about, what religious group she was talking about. Change the fucking subject. Like, it's disgusting. It should not be.
And that's true. Like, any if somebody was to walk into a salon and be like, "Oh, fucking Christians, I hate them," or like, I would still be like, "You need to tone it down. You need to stop. You can't just walk in and hate speech anyone." You know?
Happening in a salon. Period. So I do it again, I do it again, and I do it again, and I'm maybe drag the next bitch.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah. That happened. That was my Monday. How was yours?
Crazy.
It's been a crazy week. Excuse the way I look. I'm out doing yard work. I've had a lot of time to just kind of process and reflect.
Wait, she still hasn't been hired back after a week of this terrible decision. But you know what that tells the staff, all the other staff within this salon, is that, you know what? Even if somebody comes into the salon and starts spitting shit at us, we are never going to be. No one's ever going to stick up for us or have our back. We come here every day to make money for this business. Listen, working so closely on people, hairstylists, makeup artists, oh my gosh, it can be draining emotionally sometimes. So like so they're going to do all this, and then at the end of the day their manager's still not going to have their back when they get offended, when they get like abused for just being who they are. That's crazy.
And just kind of absorb. And it has just been a crazy, crazy week. I'm still very much, I do it again, I do it again, I do it again.
Good, yeah.
This situation does not change that for me. I will say that I appreciate everybody that has, stood up for me, everyone that has been super supportive, everyone that has been super encouraging, all of the prayers.
Oh.
I'm not going to be one of those people that cry on the internet. Hold, please. Anywho, we don't know her. I'm an emotional gangster. What do you want from me? But yeah, all of the prayers, all of the, well wishes, all the manifestations, it is all greatly appreciated. I have always been the person that sticks up for everybody else. I'm very much a protector, and it's not always that I'm the one, that gets protected. So to have everyone be ready and willing to stand up and stand 10 toes down behind me, it was just really nice to see. It was really refreshing, and so I thank you for that. And that's not to say that I need it, because that's not why I do what I do. Because I'm very much a person that I stand up for what I believe in. I stand up for myself, and I stand up for others. That's who I'll always be. And it is what it is. I will not be naming the salon for many reasons.
I bet you somebody has found that salon. There's nothing you can keep away from people on TikTok.
And I just ask that everyone respect that. To the beautiful souls that sent me Venmos, thank you. Me and my son went to go get ice cream, and he loved it. He's a mess. He's like, my TikTok aunties love me. I'm like, boy, please. As far as future endeavors, this has definitely opened my eyes to a lot. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. My mom, she sent me some hydrangea seeds, some hosta seeds, a couple Japanese maple seeds, and a bunch of other like plants and flowers and fruits and things for me to grow. And she is very proud of me. She's very proud of me. One of the first things she said, she was just like, I'm so glad I didn't raise pushovers. So, mom is very proud of me. And yeah, so I'm going to go plant the seeds that she gave me. And I'm going to also plant some seeds within myself. And yeah, I love y'all down. And I hope that everyone has a beautiful, happy, and wonderful weekend. Happy Juneteenth. All the things.
Of course, people had something to say, and one of the first comments that comes up is somebody who found the salon. They said, Bridgehampton Salon, you better fix this now. Someone said that was a hard right, ma'am. Yeah, it was. Definitely Bethany Frankel. Wrongful termination, maybe. Yeah. Hey girl, please file with the EOCC. That's workplace harassment, and you likely have grounds for a lawsuit. Owner should have stood up for her employee, period. What you did was commendable. I hope your next salon is better. Okay, in my mind, the owner wasn't a guy. May your pockets never be empty. Thank you, Queen. I totally agree. I do think that is a little bit dodgy in terms of the way she was terminated. That doesn't seem right. Next story.
And refused to give me back my deposit. So she in one of these stores. So we about to find her. Like, where is she? Cause this is crazy. How you cancel my appointment? Don't want to give me back my deposit has a refund. Talking about I can reschedule. But you outside. I thought you had a family emergency. Oh, here she go. Hi. So you canceled my hair appointment because of a family emergency, but you outside eating.
This is the emergency.
You outside for happy.
So wait, okay, so she cancelled her client's appointment, refused to give back her deposit, which is there in case the client cancels on you for no reason. But the reason she had to cancel her client's appointment was because she was out eating. The food does look good.
Yeah,
this is the emergency.
What's the emergency?
Right here, the family. You having a meeting that you interrupt them.
All right, so since you canceled my hair appointment, can I just get my deposit back?
No, on the website it says any emergencies and cancellations on my behalf, you have 30 days to rebook with no deposit.
No.
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 I canceled. You canceled. You inconvenienced me.
Yes.
But you're outside drinking, having fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay for it because
that looks
having
so good.
Fun.
I'm just gonna give it back to her, man.
Yeah.
It make no sense.
Yeah, let me give it to her.
Wait, did the guy just say that makes no sense? Like, pay her?
That's crazy. Like, you really, that's really crazy.
You interrupted my food. Would you like a shrimp? Because your deposit was really $15, so you're not.
It's still money. It doesn't matter how much it was. It doesn't matter if it was $1 or $2. You took someone's money. It's kind of fair.
My deposit wasn't no $15. No, it wasn't. It was $50.
So what it was?
It was $50.
No.
It was $50. It was $50.
No.
It was $50. But you have the nerve to cancel and be outside eating and drinking. But I got to get my hair done today. I had something to do today. I could do it today. I could do it today.
I finish mine. I'll call you.
I needed my hair done today. But you outside eating, chilling. Yeah, look how God works. Look how God works. Family emergency. This don't look like no family emergency.
It is.
Where's the waiter?
What you gonna do?
Where's the waiter?
What's the waiter gonna do? Don't
They
bring
not,
them into it.
like, excuse me. Hey, so can I get some chicken enchiladas and a shot of Don Julio on that tab over there? Over there? On that tab with the girl in the orange. Put it on her tab. Nah, put it on her tab. Put it on her tab. Put it on her tab.
She crazy.
Put it on her tab.
Did she just walk over? Sorry, did that end on her taking the plate away? Listen, it doesn't matter how much money you think is enough or not that much. If $15 is $15, $50 is $50. If you are cancelling on your clients, you don't threaten them with their deposit, being like, well, you have to book in because you've inconvenienced your client, as well was said in that video. That is so crazy. All right, let me know your opinions down below. Consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up. Tell me, why do you always think there's drama in salons? Let me know down below. I will see you very soon. Bye.